I was here on a mission and I was here to spread the gospel. Whenever I found out that there was a mission trip to Florida that would allow me to stay in the States but still go further than just my hometown, I was really excited about it and I couldn't wait.
Before this trip, honestly, I kind of was like, what is my purpose? What am I doing? Like, I see all my friends doing these big things. Why am I stuck here?
My biggest fear going on this Destin mission trip was, how am I going to initiate a gospel conversation with the people that I'm going to encounter?
It's been challenging. I mean, my grandma was in the hospital this week. I was definitely afraid of just not having boldness and not being able to talk to people. I knew little things about how to share the gospel, but this was definitely the first trip that I've ever been on before, and I've never done something like this.
Throughout the week, we all prayed for boldness for each other and for ourselves, and God really gave me that and gave me a hunger to share with the people that we encountered what He has done in my life.
Being in the Word and just being with God this whole time has really helped me.
I'm part of Team God, and God is making a difference.
Matthew 28:18-20 says to go, and it says to go to all nations, and you can stay in one country and still reach a whole slew of nations. I mean, we were here helping the Brazilian church, and you didn't have to go to Brazil to do that.
Something that surprised me was the hospitality that we experienced with the Brazilian families, or just really anybody that we visited in Destin. They welcomed us in, they offered us something to drink or eat.
It was an honor for me, to be able to translate because understanding is so crucial. My parents, being immigrants from Brazil, played a key part because a lot of them shared how hard of a life it is to be an immigrant.
So it was a great learning experience just to learn about other cultures, but also to share the Word.
I feel like everywhere we went, it was easy to, not necessarily the easiest, but it was easier because you're just bringing people into a conversation that you're having with your friend. And so that makes it exactly what God said about being in community.
Some of them were super easy and some of them were difficult.
Part of loving people is me talking to them and sharing the gospel. Like, what would it look like if we all just put it in conversation?
We were going down to another person's house to invite them to church, and Jeff comes out of his house and he says, "Hey guys, you wanna come in and have some water?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And so we go in, and Brooke is sharing the gospel with him, sharing the 3 circles, and she said, Are you in brokenness? Or are you in a relationship with Christ? And he said, "Oh, I'm a hot mess express." And she said, "Well, what's keeping you from being in a relationship with Christ?" He said, "Nothing at all." And he was so excited to give his life to Christ right then and there.
I think what I really learned through observing you, Haley, Brooke, Steve, it's a way of life. It's a way of life. And so that's one of the biggest changes that I want to make it a part of my daily life.
The whole week was just incredible, and getting to serve with the people that I got to serve with, some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life.
Just praying and feeling the Holy Spirit there that entire time was truly amazing.
And so I'm excited to see how we're going to take this back to Oklahoma and how we're all going to impact our communities in different ways.